Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So recently we just purchased an Enagic K8, and as you may or may not know, these devices are intended to attach to a faucet. It might be a kitchen faucet, it might be a bathroom faucet, but they do send you two different adapters. This one is a metal stainless adapter that would hook straight up to a faucet, and it just gives you a regular water stream. They also send you this plastic adapter that has a kind of like a shower function on it, but both of these are intended to go straight onto a faucet. Now, we don't exactly want to do that. We kind of want to make it look a little bit cleaner in the kitchen, and we don't want to have a hose that's connected to our faucet as we're moving it and it's moving it around. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be installing a feeder faucet from Ion Faucets, and where this is going to go is actually where we had a soap dispenser previously, and you also might have one in your kitchen, or you can have an alternative faucet. So in the box, what they're going to send you is the faucet itself. They send you essentially a piece that's going to go on your countertop, and it has a gasket, and you want to make sure that that is face down, and it creates a watertight seal. And after that, when this kind of goes under the counter, you're going to end up putting this washer just like this, and then followed by that, you're going to have a lock washer that goes underneath it, and then you're also going to have a nut, and that nut's going to screw on there, and you're going to get it as tight as you can to where it doesn't move. So once this is actually under there, you have this piece right here that's going to connect to it. Now, don't over tighten it because it is plastic, and plastic can break. So we just want to go ahead and get a good snug fit on there. And once that's all connected, we can go over, and this part right here is actually what's going to tee off of your cold water supply. So they did send you two different sizes depending on what your cold water, how it's coming into the kitchen. Either it's going to be a 1/2 inch or it's going to be a 3/8. And this is where it's going to connect onto your actual faucet. And I'm going to get this hooked up underneath there. But once those two are actually connected, they sent you this plastic 3/8 hose. And so how this works is that it just pushes in there, and you want to push it till it stops. And doesn't come out. What it does is it locks in there. And the same thing on this end. Once this is all installed, you're going to push that in as tight as it can go, and then now this is what it's going to look like underneath there, and it's going to feed into here from your cold water supply. Now, to take these off, actually all you have to do is, if you notice, there's a little ring that goes around here, and what you want to do is you want to push that in, and it'll slide right back out. So a couple of things you're going to need for this install is just a crescent wrench. If you don't have a crescent wrench, you could use a pair of channel locks. And also what I'm going to use is Teflon tape. I'm going to use the Teflon tape on the fittings that actually hook into the water supply, not on the plastic ones, because I just want to make a watertight seal. So it's going to be easier to take these fittings apart in the future if you have to for any reason, so it won't corrode. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this install, and you're going to follow me down underneath the sink and kind of see how we're going to go about hooking everything up. All right, so first thing to do is when you're underneath your sink, you want to identify your cold water and your hot water, because the cold water supply is what runs to the machine. So the first thing you want to do, you want to find it, and you want to turn the valve off. So you just want to make sure you get your valve turned all the way off. So we're going to take our crescent wrench, and we're going to try and get in here and get this loose. All right, so now we're going to take this T fitting and install it
where that cold water supply hose is at. Alright, now we're going to take the cold water hose and attach it to the top of that fitting to return the supply to your faucet, and also where the supply is going to be going to your feeder faucet. And tighten that back down. Okay, now we're going to take the plastic fitting that was originally on there, and we're going to push that all the way back in until it bottoms out. And now we're going to move up here to the top, and we're going to get the faucet installed. Alright, so like I said, make sure that you get this gasket side face down where you're going to be putting this, and it's going to just insert over this, and you want to make sure that you push this on first, and it's going to sit right there on top. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under there, and I'm going to put the washer, then the lock washer, and then the nut, and I'll show you what that looks like after I get done. Okay, so this is connected with the T to the cold water supply. It comes around and it goes right up in there, and that's where the water is supplied to. And again, just want to check periodically, make sure that there's no leaks under here after you've got it hooked up. Okay, now that we got everything connected underneath the sink, we're going to go ahead and do the last step, which is taking this fitting off right here on this faucet. And what we want to do is we're going to put this over your hose, and this is your supply line that feeds your K8, and we're going to go ahead and shove that on there, and then just tighten this up with your hand, and we're just going to kind of set this hose behind it. We're probably going to end up trimming that hose since it is a little long, but you want to position your machine to where you have your drain line and your acid hose on the bottom. And so now everything is hooked up. I got the water hooked up under here, so we're just gonna go ahead and turn this water on to the K8. And we've got water. You can increase it, completely shut it off. Alright, now that's a wrap on the install. If you have any comments about the K8 or where to purchase any Enagic products, do drop us a comment down below and we will get back to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you're interested in cleanings, e-cleanings, or anything Enagic product related. We are going to be doing an Enispa install coming up, so you don't want to miss out on that. And until then, stay healthy, my friends.